Hi, welcome to this section on trig. So what we're going to do here is talk about Pythagoras' theorem. Now, Pythagoras' theorem applies to right angle triangles, as we've discussed in the previous section. We've got to have a right angle there. Now, Pythagoras' theorem is a rule that associates the sides together to give us the formula as given there: c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. Now we can use this rule to find sides on a triangle. So here's a good example where we've been given two sides, a right angle triangle, and we can find that side using Pythagoras. So as I've done here, remember to label. Remember we're solving for C here. So then we just put it in. Use our calculators. So here I've just given it as a square root, but you can give it as a decimal. It's up to you. So once again, we've been asked to solve. So remember to label it according to Pythagoras. Make sure you get the labelling right. So in this case here, though, we want to find x, which is b. So we need to rearrange Pythagoras' theorem so we can solve for b. So just putting the numbers in. There we are. Work that out in the calculator. Now once again, when you put in the calculator, it's fine to give it as a decimal. Just use your common sense on how many decimal places. There's no marks in that, as long as you don't go overboard. Okay, so there we are, there's the answer. So Pythagoras' theorem, we can use it for solving problems. So when we're solving problems, just like we've done in previous sections, a diagram helps a lot, particularly if it's something related to an area or some kind of plan. And remember to use units, okay, because many of these questions will have units. So here we are. We've got a cross section of a shed here, and they want to find the length of the sloping roof. So here's my diagram. Put my angle in. It's a right angle triangle. So I can label it. So from the diagram we can work out what sides things are, the lengths are. So here that'll be 2 meters. Here's the unknown. So C, the hypotenuse, is the unknown. Here we have my right angle triangle. So I can just use Pythagoras. So I want to find C. Putting that into the calculator. Here I'll just give my answer in its decimal form here. Like I said, just use your common sense as long as the method's right. The only time I'll ask for something, if I want it in 2 decimal places, I ask for it in 2 decimal places in the question. But otherwise that, just state it as you see fit. So remember to answer the question. So here's another one. George is flying a kite on a string 20 metres long. The kite's directly above Pam. He was 17 metres from George. Calculate the height of the kite above the ground. So what I would do is draw a picture of the situation as you see it. Now the advantage of the picture, it justifies how you're going to solve for it. If you think there's any assumptions there that the ground's horizontal or whatever, you can state them. But sometimes just doing the diagram will justify how you've solved this problem. So in this problem here, you're assuming that George and Pam are horizontal to each other. So once again, label it. We can use Pythagoras. So we're going to rearrange it to find B. Put the numbers in. Remember the units, which is metres. And like I said, you can give it in its decimal form, that's fine. Remember to answer the question. So there you are. Now here's some exercises for you to do. Remember to pause.